everybody, it's Will again. We used to be known as Renegade Trails, but as you can see, we have changed vehicles, and I got myself a Gladiator. I've named the Gladiator Adelaide. So the new series is going to be called Adventures with Adelaide instead of Renegade Trails. So yep, it was time to move up, get me more hauling capability when I need to use it as a work truck, so to speak, and the Renegade just didn't have that capability. Plus I needed a tow package, and the Renegade I got did not come with the tow package, and so this Gladiator does. Yeah, so this will be the first episode of the new series. And today we are going to go out and visit the Magic Reservoir here in south central Idaho. It's located between Twin Falls and Haley, Sun Valley. So we're heading to Shoshone from Gooding right now, and we're going to go see what this Magic Reservoir has to offer. I filled up with gas yesterday, but I did make a trip into Twin Falls and back. So I wanted to stop off and top it off, make sure I have a full tank of gas for this trip, and as well as get me some eats and drinks there at the Maverick. Collect up that Maverick points, you know, win those awards, and like I was saying earlier, Shoshone was a prominent railroad town back in the day, especially in the steam era, because every so many miles the steam locomotives had to stop and get serviced, and so it was a major stop. See, the railroad station is still there. It's not being used for passenger service. It's like offices now. There's some UP trucks parked out on the one side of the station there. But even up until Amtrak stopped running the Pioneer and the Portland Rose, I believe, the two Amtrak trains that would go east and west through here, they had the little waiting area as well, and that's still there too. It's just not used anymore. But yeah. Many years ago, there was a huge lava flow through this area. Huge lava tubes underneath the ground, and of course it spouts up and covers parts of the exterior of the terrain here. And this is we're starting to get into that as we head up north towards our turnoff to Magic Reservoir. So just it's amazing out here, the geological events that took place in this part of the world. pretty interesting how these rocks are smooth and formed and pretty cool. We're at the Big Wood River, just on the turnoff to go to West Magic Reservoir, to the west side. You have to go across the dam to get there, but it's just a short little walk from the road down to this spot. It's just about 5 miles up the road to the east side of the reservoir, and we'll see what it has to offer us. So we're in late June, and there's still snow up on the mountains to the north and west on the valley, and as well as the Sawtooth up in the Sun Valley area. We had a pretty good amount of snow this last winter. So another thing to note, as I just passed another cow grazing on the side of the road, Idaho is an open range state, so the cows have the right of way, and so you have to be on constant lookout for them, because they will mess up your rig. Earlier, around another corner, there was 5 of them, 3 adults and 2 calves. So they're out today, so we got to pay attention to that. What a spectacular view coming down from the top of that. Dang neat. That double switchback really brings you down to this reservoir's level from up above, but what a great view. One of the cool features I like about this new Jeep that I got versus my Renegade is this pitch and roll monitor. And right now we're sitting at 8 degrees left down. And when we come down that hill, at one point it was 8 degrees pointing down. Pretty neat. I saw this little trail that led off the road, and on the map it looked like it just terminated at the top of, just, you know, after a few hundred feet at the top of the hill into a nice little area where you could do you know, you could go camping up here, probably fit a few vehicles and do some you know, overnight camping. And then I got up here and there's this road that leads out that way for quite a while down into a ravine. I thought about going exploring it and seeing where it's at before we head over to the west side of the Magic Reservoir. The two roads that I thought would lead out there are a lot like this one, but they're a lot more overgrown, and I'm just I want to get there, and I'm sure that the Jeep is more than capable, but I don't know what to expect, and I don't want. And one of them was a gated, looked like a ranch gate, not like a normal like open cattle range gate. So I didn't want to go down that way. And that road looked a little better than the previous one, but that'll be for another time to try those roads out. But I might. So it didn't go up very far. The road kind of hasn't been used in a long time, so the grass is overgrown and I don't know exactly where the road is at. So turn around, head back down. We got as much as 19 degrees bank angle. coming up here. I put it in 4 high just in case I didn't, you know, there's a spot that I didn't know, and I didn't want to have to try to put it into 4-wheel while I was on a side hill, stopped, or, you know, going slow. So I just played it safe, put the 4-wheel high, and probably didn't need it, but it's I'd rather err on the side of caution than to go have something go wrong. So plans for the Jeep, I have a new bumper coming that I'll be able to install a winch on, and I plan to get a Badlands 12,000 pound winch installed. I have tube doors arrived yesterday. The only reason why I don't have them on and the top off today is because we're supposed to be getting rain a couple times over the next week, and the cover that I got so that I can leave the stuff off and just cover it up when the weather rolls in isn't going to be here until July. So I didn't want to remove everything just to have to put everything back on. I want to get the sway bar disconnects, quick disconnects eventually. You know, it's just always a work in progress, just like the old Renegade was. I was talking earlier about cows. Well, here's a whole bunch of them. So we just turned off onto the reservoir road that takes you to the west side of the Magic Reservoir, and I didn't want to scare him that much, but I didn't want to approach that calf any closer than have the mom charge me to protect her calf. So I was better doing it that way than it was to risk her protecting her calf. We're supposed to get some clouds and rain later today, and you can see the clouds are already starting to form over the to the west, over the mountains there. So we are going, there's a fork in the road. One takes you to the Richfield Division, and the other takes you to the Magic Reservoir Dam. So we're gonna go down. This is the old right-of-way for the railroad that used to come through here. I think it was the Camas Prairie and Northern part. And then you can see the cut in the rise there. Long since gone. When I ran back to get the camera, I noticed these pretty cool rock lines going up this side of the hill. Thought it was pretty cool. There's the foundations for one of the bridges on the old right-of-way. The span is long since gone, but the uprights are still there. as I head back, we went out to the dam, as you saw, and as I head back, I didn't think you can cross. It looked like there was the road stops on each side, and as I'm coming back down to the front side of the dam here, I saw somebody just drive right across there. But I'm not gonna double back and head over there. It'll have to be another day that I go drive across there, but it didn't look like there was a road. It looked like it was the water, you know, where the waterfall was at is where they just drove across. And yeah, a little mad now, but no public access. I wanted to cross over here so I can go back down the Black Magic Canyon back to the east to catch back to the main highway, but I don't want to take a chance of doing something I'm not supposed to do since it says no public access. So it looks like Adelaide and I will be turning around. And you can see off to the north there, the clouds are starting to form over the mountains more and more. So let's flip around and head back. Another wonderful feature is this high definition camera that's on my backup cam. That's a lot more defined than what was on my Renegade. So what really irritates me about not being able to go back over there, over that bridge, is getting to the other side and going down that Black Magic Reservoir, or Black Magic Canyon. However, if we had crossed over the dam, and if we had drove out to that end and checked it out and noticed that we could have, we would have been able to get on the other side. So what I'm thinking is we'll just do a part 2 sometime down the road, and we'll go visit the other side of the reservoir, check out the dam. One thing I did realize too is I didn't get some panoramic views of the reservoir when we were down on the water level, so we'll have to get those on the next one. All right, back in Gooding, and I decided I'm gonna stop at the Western Cafe for lunch and wrap up the video there. So let's go check it out. Got me a Reuben and some tater tots. Gonna enjoy this meal and call it a finished product. I will catch you guys on the next one.